long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet.
Welcome in, everybody. It's
from the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Receiver downfield, offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
We can't be stopped. On the set, 6, by 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll set up a throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, And this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. This is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed two-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams split plays. We know that, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is White on the screen. Breaks a tackle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw here. Completes it to Lee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 5. Caught by Sanu. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
56, check 56. Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Let's go, D.
They'll drop the throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, Mike 20, and let's get this.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 54.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. So we've come upon halftime here in... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs' offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. John Simon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Face mask. Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Hey, alert 3, alert. Yellow, yellow.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They're going to look to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Jordan Reed has it. That's good for 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
Well, it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. It's complete. James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's a good news, bad news proposition for them. Mostly good news, and that's that they have clinched a playoff spot. Bad news, if they want to make a Super Bowl for the moment at least, they'd have to do it out of the 6th and final spot.
Well, you know what I would do if I were leading up the coaching staff?
What's that?
I'd call everyone together and say, so what? We're in. That's all that matters. The only people who have to really worry about all this now are the logistical people. They have to get us on the road. The equipment guys have to get stuff there. All we have to do is band together as a team and go play a game.
Man, I like that. I'm juiced up. I'm motivated. Let's play.
Let's go.
Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. What in team? Check.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And that'll be incomplete.
Defense.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now White, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes. Might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
City, baby.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Mike 20.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Whip. Watch the whip.
49, check 49, check 49.
Here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. To throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. He's got White here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White in the final minute as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. The 30, past the 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Boy, that got pretty close to disaster. Going for 2, you cough it up. They almost returned it all the way to the other end for 2 for themselves.
You think Electron ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Mahomes dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
We got double up. 15.
Mahomes to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just